I was just gonna
Uh,
ask real quick.
mhm.
So, Jax, do you know, the people that do more than one technique at the same time? Is that a saved editor or is that
Yeah,
a
yeah,
glitch?
that's save editor deal.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
apparently, so obviously, the save editor thing only works in the PS4 games. Because a long time ago, people had figured out that you can you can use a hex editor with the raw save files as there used to be from PS1 to PS4, where it's just a file on a file system, right? And you can take that, put it on a disk, pull it off the console, put it on a computer. You run it through a hex editor, and if you know which values to edit, you can change things like that. Well, obviously, the Save Wizard people wrote the program, right, and you can buy it from them, right? And it lets you do all kinds of stuff. Now, it does have an actual great use for it outside of just hacking games, right? Which is you could do things like, which I think it's dumb as hell that they region lock any of this, but you can break region lock on stuff. So if you move from the U.S. to wherever else in the world in a different region, it's like, well, shit, I got my American console with my American game. I can play that here, but if I go buy a whatever game wherever I'm at, I won't play. It's like, well, what the hell is that about? Or I can only buy stuff from the U.S. store because I have a U.S. account, but I live in or Japan or whatever, like somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit, right? So people just create another account, but it's like, well, why? Like, what the hell does it matter? Like, with the internet nowadays, it's like, who gives a shit? It's like,
Yeah.
play the damn game, have one store, right? It's got, use for that for sure. And that's why it's legitimate software, and like, they're not, Sony isn't, yeah, tons of lawsuits against them. I'm sure they do, but whatever. They're not going to win if they do, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Legitimate business for that reason. But, uh, but yeah, basically, you can do that on 4. So what people were doing, because they were probably showing the footage from their 5, is, just through the save transfer, they edited some old version of the game. Now, I had heard at one point that it wasn't just the current version, but it was actually a version pre-Iki, so it was the pre-2.0 version. And they were editing the original files. And so whatever, they'd set all the techniques, turn them all on if they wanted to, right? And then take that save file once it was edited, probably load it back into the 4 version, load the game up, make sure it looked the way we wanted to, and then take that save file and go through the transfer